What's up guys, Solo here, bringing you some Valorant content. It's the new shooter by Riot Games. It's in beta right now, only certain people are able to get it. I'm sure you know how to get it. You have to watch Twitch streams with drops enabled in order to get an access code with your Riot Games account linked. I got a couple friends on here. I don't really play any other games by Riot, but this one was my first. I'm not a big fan of CSGO. I mean, like, it's a great game, but I would just never really played it, and I wasn't really good at it when I did play it. Same with Overwatch, never really played it. But this basically combines the two, so it's kind of like CS, and then you have your Overwatch with your agent's abilities and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of go over like what agent I use, all that stuff, the store, basically everything about this game for now. Show you the walk around, show you some of the guns, my settings and everything. So yeah, let's get in the video and see how it goes. So when you're starting off, you launch to the screen right here. It's got your Viper contract or whatever character contract you're working on. It's like basically you XP, level up these tiers, and you receive items. So like skins and stuff like that, like this shotgun skin, sprays, cards and stuff like that. So if you go in your collection, you can see all your cards and stuff that you've unlocked, like it's that Viper skin right there, the Raze one, stuff like that. So right now I'm rocking the beta one that you can earn via the beta rewards. I'm almost done with this one. This is probably gonna be the one I use, and I cannot wait till I get this buddy so I can put it on my guns. But yeah, so that's kind of the basic rewards and stuff that you can use for right now. It's very limited, you know, considering this game is in beta. All the skins you have, the store really hasn't updated much. I think they had one other gun besides this one. And I think that is this right here. Yeah, it's a classic. I'm kind of rocking this. It's the gun that you get when you load into every game. You get a knife and a gun. It's always the classic, and it's always your tactical knife. And then you can buy stuff from there. The Vandal is the most popular AR, and the Op is the strongest sniper. Personally, I like the Bulldog as well. It's a little burst. If you hit them right, like in the center chest, your recoil will go straight to their head if it's kind of like right below their neck. So that is a really powerful gun if you can land your shots accurately. It is very, very lethal. So I've been rocking the Bulldog. It's kind of cheap. It's 2,100 credits when you're in game. The Op I think is 4,900, and the Vandal's 2,900. Of course, the Vandal has the most power. I don't know if it tells you actually in here what power it deals, but we'll go through that when we hop in a game. Yeah, so the store tab, as you can see, I bought the Reavers. I haven't bought in this because I don't really use any other skin besides the red Op here, which I unlocked by tiering up the actual weapon itself. You can switch back to the purple if you like it. It's clean, it's very nice, but personally I like this one the best. These skins, the Lux, these are honestly probably the cleanest in my opinion, especially the knife. I really like the knife skin. It's very clean. This one as well, the Prism. Can't wait for these to come out. I'm definitely gonna get those when they come out. But yeah, so yeah, let's hop over to the agents. So basically you have Brimstone. He's a controller. He slices up territory, as you can see here. It tells you what he does. This is all of his abilities. You can click through him and look at him if you want. Cypher, you have to unlock this one. A lot of people have been unlocking Raze, and Raze is apparently the most OP player in the game because it's like the nades will instantly kill you if they hit you, and her ult instantly kills you as well. It's like not too much skill involved. She basically uses an RPG. They're definitely probably going to nerf Raze or buff the other characters. So yeah, Cypher is really good at revealing locations and stuff, and watching flanks and everything like that, and setting up traps and stuff. He's got a cyber cage and spy cam, some trap wires and stuff like that. Going on a Jet, this is actually the character I'm maining right now, but really enjoying it. I'm not really an attacker type of person, but that's who she is. She's really upfront, in your face, really good with SMGs, really good, like I said, with the Bulldog and the Vandal as well. The Spectre's pretty good too. I can't wait for them to release a skin for that. But yeah, back to the agents. Jet, she'll do an updraft. You get 2 of those per game. It propels her high into the air. You can get on top of boxes and stuff and camp corners with that. It's really nice. I've seen a good bit of clips of people like taking out a whole team that just planted and just camping, waiting for people to attack, just because she like gets right into the middle of them and gets up high and just they don't even see her. Also Tailwind, this is her regular ability. You get 1 per game. Use F, it propels her in the direction that you're moving, and if you're not moving, it propels her forward. It's really quick for a close attack if you try to like jump in on them and scare them, just instant challenge them. So that's what that does. Cloudburst, it's basically like an orb of cloud, and it blocks vision. Good for like splitting up territory or making a move onto something, or maybe even distracting people. Her ult, I haven't really mastered this yet. It is Bladestorm. She holds out some blades and you can fire them, and you can just also like fire all of them at the target. If you get a headshot, it's an instant kill. If you get a body shot, I think it's 50 damage. Not too sure. I do believe it's 50 damage. Then you have Phoenix. He's really good at like blinding people and making a quick attack as well. He's got these fireballs that can heal him, and also it spreads across the ground and damages opponents. Curveball, this is the one that it's basically a flare or a flashbang. A wall of fire as well. This is the blaze. It's good for slicing up territory and hiding behind. Also heals him, I believe. And his ult is a revive, basically. So he comes out of his body, and you can go make an attack, and then he goes back to his body after a certain amount of time. So you can go make a kill real quick, get locations of enemies, and then make your play after that. So this is a really good character as well. I don't think I've played him yet, but I know somebody who does play him, and he's really good with him. Sage is like the healer of the team. Her ult's Resurrection. She can easily revive. Build a wall. That's another thing. She's good at slicing up territory and camping. Healing Orb, it can heal herself or a teammate. And then the Slow Orb slows people down. I believe it also heals her as well, if I'm not mistaken. Then you get the Sova. It's actually the weakest agent in the game, in my opinion. The Shock Bolts don't really do anything. The drone is okay. It does reveal the player's location if you stick them with the dart, but most people just shoot it out. And then it's got multiple times a game, gets a recon bolt. It's based off of time. It refreshes after so many seconds. You shoot it and it reveals all enemies within that location as long as they are within direct sight, so it doesn't go through walls and stuff. And his ult is the Huntsman, or the Hunter's Fury. And he can shoot through walls, and if you get close to an enemy, it shows you where they are. And it literally can obliterate anybody through any wall in the game. You can shoot them almost cross-map, basically. Yeah, this one's kind of weak, in my opinion. If they up the shock darts, maybe I could see it, and then maybe if the recon bolt actually showed you where they were through walls, it would be a good character. For Viper, she's really good at slicing up territory as well in close combat. Her ult basically does a pit of smoke. She has to stay in it or else she starts dying if she leaves it. It's good for like defusing bombs or closing in on a defusal with a few team members trying to protect it. They can barely see her. She can see them really well. And it's really quick in close combat. She's got like a toxin screen and other stuff like that. Same thing with like Phoenix shoots a snake bite, and it's like a thing on the ground that basically burns the enemies. Stuff like that. So yeah, she's pretty cool. Played with her a few times, but not my style. I don't know really much about Breach or Omen, but like I said before, Raze is pretty OP. So yeah, those are most of the agents that I've played with or know somebody who's played. Yeah, they're pretty cool. So let's get through the settings real quick. I'll show you what they offer. General, some basic stuff, your sensitivity and stuff. So right now I'm playing on 0.374 aim sense and SSM, scope sensitivity multiplier, basically ADS, aim down sights. I'm on 0.704. Invert mouse, obviously off. You don't want it going left when you're moving right. Stuff like that. Cycle to next previously wraps inventory. So basically if you're mouse scroll wheeling through your weapons, it stops. It doesn't just keep going. So minimap, it rotates where you can have it fixed. Keep player centered. It means it puts you in the center of the map and the map moves around you. I have that off as well. I like my map a little bit bigger. I actually been thinking about upping it a little bit, so I'm going to just do that now. So I'm on 1.3 right now, and 0.79 shows you the whole map. Vision cones, of course you want those on so you can see which way your teammates are looking. Show map region names, always. Show corpses, I turn this off. I don't like getting confused or seeing bodies on the ground. It can be very distracting. Instead, so it puts this little coin looking thing on the ground, and it shows a picture of the person that died there. So that's pretty cool, and everything else on. For controls, WSAD, regular. I always have it on run. To slow walk, you use left shift. It's a silent walk. Jump spacebar, crouch left control, and toggle crouch off. You don't want to turn that on and off every time you hit control. For equipment, fire, alternate fire, those are the basics. ADS, hold. Sniper rifle, aim, hold. Operator zoom, you want to cycle. Auto re-enter scope, you want that off for like reloading and stuff. You just don't want it to come back. Reload, standard R. 1, 2, 3 for the weapons. Spike is going to be Q, which means when you're planning, you can use Q or 4 standard. Mouse wheel up to get a next weapon, mouse wheel down to get a previous weapon. Drop equipped item is G, so that will drop the spike to your teammate or anyone else. I don't have the equip last used item on. Inspect weapon Y or my thumb mouse button. I just have an extra mouse button available, so I use that to inspect my weapon. I think it's really cool, like looking at the weapon in game. It's nice to see that in like the cam after like a kill or after you won a round or something like that. You just use your inspect weapon. Use object E, plant or defuse 4. It also works for Q, like I said before. You can put that on here as well. 1 ability 1 is T. That for me, that is the updraft. It propels jet high into the air. F would be the tailwind. It pushes her forward, and then C is the cloud of smoke to block vision or start setting up an attack. Ultimate's X. It's also my other thumb mouse button that I use. That's the knives I was talking about earlier. Spray is U. Sprays are just like paints in the game, basically. Don't really use that. Communication, I have V for party and Z for team. I usually only use team, so it doesn't really make a difference for me. Ping, also Z. I'll probably change that now that I think about it. Probably change that to V, honestly, since I don't use V that much. Ping, it's 130 millisecond delay, sorry. And then you just drag whenever you use V. So you click V and then you drag which one you're trying to say for watching here or whatever. You don't really need to mark these off. I don't really use the radio commands, so that doesn't matter. For interface, left Alt will show my team's loadouts. N for the combat report. F1 for the agent ability tooltip. B will open up your armory, which is your buy at the beginning of each game. Map is 0, which doesn't really matter because I don't really toggle it. I just hold it and it shows caps lock. Will show my map. Equals for the scoreboard because I don't really look at the scoreboard in the middle of a game. And middle mouse button would be your toggle cursor. So if you click that, it turns your cursor off. You know how it goes. When you're observing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or you can use your left and right mouse buttons to observe. So you go to Crosshair Settings. Right now I'm using green, yellow. Outline is on. Opacity is at 0.148. Thickness is at 1. Center dot is off. I just have those jacked up. Fade crosshair with firing errors off. Show spectated players crosshair. Yes, you want to see your player, your teammates crosshair when you're spectating them. Let's see, did I miss something? No. All of these. Oh, I did. Inner line opacity is 0.8. Length is 5. Thickness is 2. Offset is 1. Movement error and firing error both off. All of these set to zeros. Again, moving error and firing error off. Let's go to the video settings. These are really important. These are your general settings. So 1920 by 1080. Obviously full screen. There is no stretch res for this game yet. Which monitor you're using. Aspect ratio, you want to go leather box. Limit FPS all off. You can limit your background FPS if you want, but it doesn't really matter. Graphics quality, I have medium for material, high for texture and detail. UI is also medium. Vignette is off. VSync's off. Anti-aliasing's none. Anisotropic filtering is 4 times. Improved clarity on. Enhanced gun skins on. Distortion off. And shadows on. So those are my basic settings. Stats, I usually just have everything off. But actually, thinking about doing text for those. I'm glad that gives me a thing. This game actually has a really insane tick rate. I think it's 128 versus a lot of the other games. I think COD is at like 22 or something like that. That is an insanely high tick rate. So yeah, let's hop into a game real quick. Hopefully I can get Jet off the rip, and we'll see how the gameplay goes, and I can show you a little bit about the character. So when you get in the lobby, you instantly pick and you lock in your character. There's a lock-in button underneath. Like I said before, I'll pick Jet. That is the character I've been using. Right now there are 3 maps in this game. We'll see which one we get. I'm gonna do a voiceover for this part. I'll still have the gameplay playing in the background, so I can kind of talk to you about like what my thought process is, instead of like focusing on like what's going on in the game and trying to talk to you about it right then and there. So we're going to switch to a voiceover, and I hope you guys enjoy. So whenever the round starts, we go ahead and we just scoop up all of our abilities. It's the best way to play the first round. Just don't buy a gun. Can't really buy much with it. Just buy your abilities. Maybe some light armor if you really want it. But usually for first round on either side, I just buy my abilities. Here I go ahead and updraft to the top. So I get a good little position for anybody coming C long or from B to C. Here's where our location is, and therefore I can outplay them. Since my teammate died, one of them is going to come through. Unfortunately, I only got one. Round 1 goes to us.
Sage, the life you give. Do you ever wonder where it's
Same thing
taken
round 2,
from?
come in and finish off picking up my abilities, and I pick out the Bulldog. It's a little burst. I was talking about it earlier, and I go full shield as well. And here I kind of figured be short, block off the vision, and I wait it out.
Flawless.
Quick win for us. So now I know there's at least 2 mid, Brim and Solo. Unfortunately, I missed my shots there. Try to make a play around.
We turn to dust.
I see the spike.
Gun sight.
One enemy remaining.
Good pick from the teammate. And I believe my team finishes it off. Picking up those orbs like I just did will help you reach your ultimate ability much faster. And yeah, my team did close it out. Good plays from my team. Don't know how those didn't hit, but try to shoot through wall there. I noticed nobody's B right here, and that ended up costing me my life there.
Cage triggered.
And another teammate came around and took out the final guy, and we get the defuse. Nice clutch again by my team. Good clutch by team. Team's really playing well so far.
Nowhere to run!
Enemy spotted.
Prepare for hellfire!
Very close, just barely missed his ult there. Played him a little bit here. And since I was weak, when I jumped out, it ended up killing me.
Last
Very
player
unfortunate
standing.
death. But yeah. There he triggers a tripwire. I was just gonna send and try to make a quick attack, but my teammate ended up taking him out. Very good play by my teammate. Really smart outplay there just to get inside of the smoke and make a quick attack on the one remaining enemy.
I see. Enemy down. Where is everyone hiding?
Good kill by my teammate though to get the defuse in time.
Clutch.
I am not just your healer.
One enemy remaining.
Nice shot by my teammate there to clear out the last guy.
You to overwhelm them.
Here, just a pistol round again.
Blocking sight.
So we just go for the basic buy of all.
You fought well.
There they are.
Got a bit of
Enemy
smoke
kill.
there. I think I was trying to say pistol round here, so we just go for the basic buy of the abilities. Here it's a 4v2, so we're all just gonna hold corners and the bomb's planted. So
Found them.
One enemy remaining.
I have the spike.
Bye.
Found them.
My ult's not ready. Blocking sight.
there, just blocked the sight and tried to get a quick little peek to see if anybody was back there. And the last person reveals themselves, and we get the final kill to win the game. Or win the round, I should say. Go ahead and get the quick plant.
Spike planted. Blocking sight.
Enemy spotted. Found them. Die. My ult is ready. Aye!
Here, go ahead and pick up an orb, an extra ultimate point.
Yikes. My ult's ready. Blocking sight.
Last player
Here, I
standing.
get pushed by two people and end up dying.
One enemy remaining.
There's a little hiding spot that Sage likes to use.
Enemy spotted.
So I was trying to pick the Sage off from that hiding spot.
Enemy spotted.
My ultimate.
Went ahead and tried to get the plant here. It's still at 33.
One enemy remaining.
And our team ended up crunching it out before I can
Attackers win.
really see anybody else. So yeah guys, that's basically an overview of all the agents, what agent I use, all my settings, a little bit of gameplay, and a little bit more in depth into this game. If y'all really enjoyed, drop a like on the video, leave a comment down below letting me know if you want to see more gameplay or anything else you want to see. Hit that subscribe button for sure, smash that subscribe button and turn post notifications on. I will be grinding out content for this game. I've really been enjoying it. been playing it more and more every single day. Always hopping on, playing some games with the homies. So if you want to see some gameplay with my friends, let me know about that. Let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, so that's going to do it. I think I'm going to start solely posting this. I'll be streaming it as well. You can catch me at my stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Cello. That'll be down below in the description as well. So yeah, for real, if you really enjoyed and you want to see more content from me, smash that subscribe button, please. We're only at 100 subs right now, and most of those are for my Rocket League content. I do play a lot of Rocket League, and I'm pretty well known in the community for that. But yeah, if you want to see some Valorant gameplay, some more stuff, probably won't be voiceover or anything like this video was, because I was trying to just give a more like calm, in-depth explanation of the game, my thought process. I'm not the best at this game by any means. I just really do enjoy it, and I hope y'all enjoy my content for it. So yeah, peace.